Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm gonna hop on here today to talk about true beauty that comes from the inside. It's the 6 character traits that I think truly make up beautiful people. But here's where this video is originating. I get to go to Cannes, France with a group of people from my company. My company is treating a few of us to a big trip to France in June, and I just got an email saying that if I want, I can use a man named Antoine, and he will dress me for the event. Now, I've been on events like this before. Last year we went to London, and much of the trip is a lot of downtime. You get to do what you want, but there are a few nights of these trips where they expect you to dress to the nines, and it's a black tie affair, and you wear a long dress tuxedo. Well, I get to use Antoine, and he will dress me for France. So excited, but at the same time, all this pressure to feel beautiful. And that's where this video is coming from. I got to thinking, now I could be stressed out and try to be as beautiful as all these other gorgeous women there and handsome men, or I could just be myself. You know, honestly, I'm a cowboy boots to blue jeans type of woman most of the time. So I decided to really think about this and think about where true beauty really comes from. And here's what I came up with. Let's talk about some of the things that we think are beautiful. So many times we think that a flawless face is beautiful. I don't know what my dog is doing. Long, coltish legs are beautiful. Maybe a flat tummy is beautiful. Maybe a trim waist, or maybe the perfect hair is beautiful, when really that's all false. That's a false sense of beauty. Here's an example. Have you ever been in a room or at a party and you spot somebody across the room or across the dance floor that is gorgeous or extremely handsome, and you think to yourself, I've got to meet that person, or I bet that person is someone worthy of talking to. And then when you finally meet them, it doesn't take you but maybe 1 or 2, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you realize that that conversation was really very anticlimactic. They really didn't have a lot to give to the conversation. They might have had, in fact, maybe they had this outer beauty that attracted you to begin with, but they sort of had an inner ugliness to them and to their behavior, their attitude. So beauty is really so much more than skin deep. You know, conversely, you might meet somebody at a party that you don't necessarily give a second eye to, but when you finally meet them, you're like, that person was awesome. They are genuine and truly someone that I'd love to get to know more. So this outward sense of beauty can be very false. So beauty is much more than that skin deep. So here are the 6 character traits that I came up with to kind of calm myself about this big trip coming up that I believe beautiful people exemplify. And the first one is a beautiful person really has self-love or self-esteem. And what that means is they hold themselves humbly is an important word, in high regard. They love themselves. They know they're not perfect. No one is. And they truly have high self-esteem. They carry themselves. You know, they're not falling in on themselves. They're putting their shoulders back because they have a humble sense of a high regard for who they are. Number two, beautiful people keep their eyes in their own lane. They don't compare their walk to anyone else's. They don't gossip. They don't fake cheer people on, and you know what I'm talking about, people who cheer other people on when silently inside they hope that other person fails because it makes them feel better. They don't do that. They don't cheer people on but then hope they fail. Beautiful people run their own race. They're not threatened by anyone else's success. They know they have a purpose in this world, and they're keeping their eyes in their own lane. Number three, beautiful people come clean and admit their mistakes when they should. They don't mind if they have to eat crow. There's nothing more unattractive than being around someone who always thinks they're right. So unattractive. So beauty is someone who will say, you know what, you're right, I was wrong, or I can't believe I did that. Okay, number four is an easy one. Beautiful people treat people kindly, genuinely treat people kindly. And here's the other thing, and it goes with number one, with the self-love. They also treat themselves kindly, and they talk to themselves kindly, just the way they talk to other people. Number five is beautiful people keep an open mind. They keep an open mind. They understand that there's backstories to people. So if somebody's in a horrible mood, they keep an open mind and they understand that, you know what, that person's probably having a bad day. Or they hear both sides of a story. They're not always right. And number six, beautiful people are courageous. And I'm not talking about walking on a high wire or doing the double black diamonds down a mountain. They're courageous. They're courageous enough to love fully. They're courageous enough to dream audacious dreams and then pursue them. They're courageous enough to know when they should change and they need to refine themselves. They're courageous enough to take a stand and stand for something they believe in. So beautiful people are courageous about loving others, forgiving others, going after dreams, taking a stand and sticking to what they truly believe in. So those are my 6 character traits of beauty. It's much more than skin deep. And I'll leave you with this quote that I heard, and I thought it was adorable, and it's so true. People are like Oreos. The good stuff is on the inside, not always on the outside. People are like Oreos. The good stuff is on the inside. So, hey, if you got some value out of this and you want to share it with someone who's having a hard time thinking that beauty is flawless face, beautiful figure, and they don't believe they're beautiful, pass this video on. I mean, I pay it forward all the time because people have spoken this into me. I just didn't wake up one day and believe all of this. People have spoken it into me over years of doing it. So pay it forward and share this video if you got some value out of it. If you want to check out my website, lynnschrader.com, that'd be great. And hey, all you ladies out there, if you are struggling with this subject, feeling not beautiful, or you're feeling not confident, you don't believe you have a purpose, you're feeling unworthy, I've got a Facebook group. There's a group of us women, there's about 200 of us now, that we just, we work on that together. There's no strings attached to this group whatsoever. It's just a group of inspiring posts and challenges for each other to help us on our road to confidence. So if you're interested in joining that group, I'll go ahead and I'll put the link in the comment section below, and the more the merrier. Join that group and become inspired. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great Tuesday.